Smoky, hazy day across the inland northwest. You're looking at a live picture over downtown Spokane, a reminder of all the regional wildfires that are burning around us. The smoke's so thick, in fact, some high school sports leagues will consider canceling practices. And it's not just people with respiratory conditions that are having problems right now across the inland northwest. Air monitors in Spokane, Spokane Valley, Omak, and the Lewiston area all reading unhealthy and for everyone. KXLY4's John Hendricks working for you now. John, any relief in sight?
Well, Nadine, before we get to that story, we want to give you an update. We are out here on that fire that is burning on the west side of Spokane. We're just on the north side of Muckagawa, or the south side of Muckagawa, rather, and we've been watching two air tankers work this fire, as well as a helicopter has been moving back and forth, making several trips down to the river to get water. The smoke plume has died down a little bit, but then it's picked back up as these crews continue to work. Now, a lot of this smoke that we're seeing, it's not going to go away anytime soon. We may get a day or two to breathe later this week, but experts think that this smoke will settle back in. Everywhere you go, the haze you're seeing here seems to linger in the air. From the ridge at Palisades Park, the view of Spokane is anything but spectacular.
It's been a pretty smoky summer.
The hills and mountains surrounding the city, difficult to make out. That's why the health district says it's time to think twice before heading outdoors.
The air quality here in Spokane is at the unhealthy level, which means that everybody might experience some symptoms related to the air pollution.
Dr. Joel McCullough with the Spokane Health District says the conditions are bad for everyone, but especially those with breathing problems.
Spend as little time outdoors as possible because those people are at increased risk for adverse health conditions.
All this smoke comes from more than 24 fires burning across the northwest.
We're looking at actually the next 60 hours.
And looking at these computer models shows it likely won't go anywhere anytime soon.
You can see the Okanagan Valley and you know, kind of pretty uniform across the basin.
John Livingston is the meteorologist in charge at the National Weather Service in Spokane. His team expects a cold front will move through later this week, only making things worse for firefighters.
More serious situation looks to be on Thursday. We're looking for another dry cold front to come through later on Thursday night or into Friday.
It will likely push some of the smoke out, but then fan the fires and bring some smoke right back in.
It is a double-edged sword. It's going to get rid of the existing smoke that's lingering in the area, but it's going to create more and bring it in.
It's been a summer filled with smoke. We can now really only hope Mother Nature changes her mind and brings some rain to stop these fires racing across the west. Now, health officials are even worried about perfectly healthy athletes. The Greater Spokane Sports League says they will cancel practices district-wide if the readings are in the unhealthy area. Nadine?
I'm sure they'll be checking those readings day to day, too, John. So what happens if they're borderline?
Well, if they are borderline, they're going to ask coaches that they treat the kids who have asthma or respiratory illnesses to just basically sit out for the day. Reporting live tonight, John Hendricks, KXLY 4 News.